Okay. The first thing I want to present to you is a passage scribed by the late Frederick Douglass. I think it's read by what's that guy named James Earl Jones that does the voice for Darth Vader. Okay, and this is what he stated within his speech, man, when he talked about what slavery means to our ancestors. So here we go, family.
Fellow citizens, pardon me, and allow me to ask, why am I called upon to speak here today? What have I, or those I represent, to do with your national independence? Are the great principles of political freedom and of natural justice embodied in that Declaration of Independence extended to us? And am I, therefore, called upon to bring our humble offering to the national altar and to confess the benefits and express devout gratitude for the blessings resulting from your independence to us?
We have nothing to celebrate because they never gave us no motherfucking independence. They was always having their foot on our motherfucking neck, but we're going to keep going.
I am not included within the pale of this glorious anniversary.
You think?
Your high independence only reveals the immeasurable distance between us. The blessings in which you this day rejoice are not enjoyed in common. The rich inheritance of justice, liberty, prosperity, and independence.
Yeah, they want us to be out here celebrating, well, we the leaders of everything negative in this motherfucking country. They want us to be out here celebrating where we get killed every goddamn day by the police or regular citizens who feel like it's necessary for them to do street justice and gun us down, bro. Our women can just get beat the fuck up in establishments, man, and we can't even cap for them, or we go.
Bequeathed by your fathers is shared by you, not by me. The sunlight that brought life and healing to you has brought stripes and death to me. This 4th of July is yours.
Do y'all understand that? 4th of July is not our shit, bro. I wish you black folks understand that. I understand some of you military folks, y'all might say, yeah, it's for the military. You know, I'm proud to be a Marine or a captain in the Air Force and shit like that. But let me tell y'all something, man. This shit ain't for us, man.
Not mine. You may rejoice. I must mourn.
Because we were still slaves, man. You got to understand, your great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy back then getting his ass whooped, man. He wasn't chasing no fireworks and drinking no goddamn Hennessy. Mama ain't had no tight-ass dress on and no tight-ass shirt on, you know what I'm saying, looking good and shit, cooking goddamn macaroni salad and shit. Them people was in fear, bro. And their idea of independence was running around fucking us up.
What, to the American slave, is your 4th of July? I answer, a day that reveals to him more than all.
These are words from the late Frederick Douglass, R.I.P. Frederick Douglass.
All other days of the year, the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is a constant victim. To him, your celebration is a sham.
They sold us. They emasculate us. All the way to this day. They divide us. They motherfucking do biological weaponry on us. They do everything possible to us, man, and they expect motherfuckers to just forget about this shit and just jump on the bandwagon and eat a 12-inch long motherfucking Frank, nigga.
Your boasted liberty, an unholy license, your national greatness, swelling vanity, your sounds of rejoicing are empty and heartless, your denunciation of tyrants, brass-fronted impudence. Your shouts of liberty and equality, hollow mockery. Your prayers and hymns, your sermons and thanksgivings, with all your religious parade and solemnity, are to him mere bombast, fraud, deception, impiety, and hypocrisy.
He's telling you, man. Like I just told you about these motherfucking religions, man. They tell you be kind to your fellow man. turn the other cheek in the New Testament, the Bible and all that shit, bruh. But they don't live like that, bruh. They don't live like that, bruh. That ain't how they got their motherfucking dominance, bruh. They got their dominance through blood, bruh. Through tyranny, bruh. Through brutality, bruh. And then now, you know, time went on. They want to be peaceful and save the earth and save the oceans. When motherfuckers been doing that, they've been doing that shit, killing all the animals extinct like a motherfucker, bro. All right, but we gonna keep going.
A thin veil to cover up crimes that would disgrace a nation of savages. There's not a nation of the earth guilty of practices more shocking and bloody than are the people of these United States at this very hour.
That was a real deep statement from Frederick Douglass, man. He said, there is not a nation on earth guilty of practices more shocking and bloody than are the people of these United States at this hour. And that goes to this day.
At a time like this, scorching irony, not convincing argument, is needed. Oh, had I the ability and could reach the nation's ear, I would today pour forth a stream, a fiery stream of biting ridicule, blasting reproach, withering sarcasm, and stern rebuke. For it is not light that is needed, but fire. It is not the gentle shower, but thunder. We need the storm, the whirlwind, the earthquake. The feeling of the nation must be quickened. The conscience of the nation must be roused. The propriety of the nation must be startled. The hypocrisy of the nation must be exposed, and the crimes against God and man must be proclaimed and denounced.
Words from the late Frederick Douglass, man. Read by James Earl Jones. Man. What do you think about what Frederick Douglass just mentioned to us? Do you think he's lying? Do you think it's far-fetched? Do you think it's just a made-up shit? This man was really living it at that time. He was probably one of the few Negroes that can read or write. If you look at it like that. I'm looking at it like we listening to a Negro that defeated all the odds and learned how to read and write like that. He write better than motherfuckers in 2021. That was eloquent as a motherfucker. It was so eloquent, a motherfucker in 2021 probably wouldn't decipher it. It'd probably be like Egyptian hieroglyphics to that dumb motherfucker. But moving on the story, man. Yeah, that's what the slave is to this shit right here. What we got going on with y'all calling the motherfucker for the July. All right. This right here explains the 3/5 man, right? How you hear in the Constitution they say the black man is 3/5 man or some shit like that. They say that black man is 3/5 man in the Constitution or some shit like that. And it's true. It's true, man, because the South didn't want to count the slaves, and they was going by taxation and representation, meaning the people that they have, the more tax dollars or the less tax dollars they get. So the South didn't really want to count the motherfuckers, and it showed you how the North caved in, and they were like, fuck it, just give them 3/4. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't really people. And this is documented. Y'all listen.
Perhaps the single most important question that came up in the Constitutional Convention was the question of representation. How would the states be represented in the new Congress? Under the Articles of Confederation, every state, no matter how big, no matter how small, got one vote in Congress. You could elect between 2 and 7 delegates. You had to have 2 to be an official delegation. But Virginia proposed something different. Virginia was one of the largest states. There were 3 large states at this time: Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. They all wanted more representation in the new Congress. They didn't want to be equal to tiny little Rhode Island, tiny little Delaware.
Because they had a lot of free slaves up there. They had a lot of Negroes up there they wanted to count. But they wasn't allowed to count them Negroes, man.
And so they proposed proportional representation either on the basis of population or wealth. Eventually it narrowed down to on population. And so you're going to have proportional representation in at least one house. It was decided only one house would be proportional. The other would be equal state representation in the Senate. Once you decided on proportional representation,
follow this, y'all.
The next question is, what about the slaves? How do you handle the slaves? A similar question came up in 1777 when the Articles of Confederation was being drafted by Congress. And the issue there was not representation, but apportionment of taxation. How do you apportion the taxes among the states? And it was decided by population. How do you do that? How do you count slaves? And they couldn't agree. And so they decided.
They couldn't agree because some states wanted to count the motherfuckers whole. And some of them motherfuckers like, nah, man, we don't, that wasn't no motherfucker never counted in my state. You know what I'm saying? They was like that for real.
Instead of using population, they would use land valuation. And so that's what's in the Articles of Confederation. But as it turned out, it was impossible to get the states to submit appropriate land valuations. Whenever the states did submit land valuations, they always lowballed their valuation. So
because the motherfuckers was prosperous with the slave, bro. They didn't want to reveal how much money they had. They didn't want to reveal all that wealth.
Would be assessed lower taxes. So in 1783, an amendment to the Articles of Confederation was proposed saying that taxes should now be apportioned by population. And again, the issue of slavery came up, and they decided, it was James Madison who made the proposal, 3/5. It was decided, it was recommended.
So James Madison proposed the 3/5. I didn't know that part. Yeah, look him up. Look the evil son of a bitch up.
5/5, 2/5, 50%. Madison suggested 60%, 3/5.
Wow, generous. He gave us 60.
Amendment went out to the states. It was adopted by 11 states, not the 13 states that were required. But Congress had no other method to apportion taxes except population, because they had no proper land valuations. So they used that even though it was not officially adopted. So 3/5 became known as the federal ratio. So in the Constitutional Convention, when they're discussing representation now, they have to decide the slavery issue. Now it's interesting to see back in 1783, when the issue is taxation, you count slaves. The Northerners say slaves are people, they should be counted. Southerners who don't want their...
See, that's when they try to trick you with all the word and the representation and the taxation and all that. Fuck all that. These motherfuckers didn't want to count the black people. That's what that shit mean, bruh. They didn't want to count the black people. Damn.
Taxes raised, say no, slaves are property, they should not be counted.
Because if it was a lot of black people there, they would get their taxes raised based on the per capita population. Get it?
Now the situation is reversed. In the Constitutional Convention, the Northern delegates say slaves should not be counted because they're property. The Southerners say, yes, slaves should be.
In 1776, like I said, 4th of July, your great-great-grandmama and your great-great-granddaddy was some damn property.
Be counted because they are people. And so it was, again, they said, let's go to the number we know, 3/5, the federal ratio. And we'll
information coming from America History videos on YouTube.
Got into the constitutional
source information.
In the ratification debate, you get disagreement over this. You get the Northerners are upset that 3/5 of the slaves are being counted. They think that's unfair. That will encourage slavery.
Because they did that because most of the slaves was going to the north from the south. So it crippled them in their numbers when they trying to do shit. You understand what I'm saying? When they need the Negro to vote.
history, and that more slaves will be imported so that there'll be greater representation of the southern states. But Southerners are, for the most part, happy with the 3/5. They would have liked 5/5. They would like slaves to be counted as full-fledged individuals, just as women and children are counted in the population for representation, even though they can't vote and they're not thought to be free political entities.
Damn, that's crazy right there, bruh. They ain't even want us to be counted as human at all, bro. This is a dehumanizing story, bro.
And yet they're still counted. And so the South was set.
And y'all motherfuckers out here capping for Uncle Sam and shit. Eating them goddamn hot dogs and that motherfucking pork and shit. Ha! Sounds delicious.
Satisfied with the 3/5 clause, although they would have liked more. And so in the ratification debate, I would say that the northern states, the Federalists, their argument was we had to compromise. We had to give the South something.
Why do they have to give the South something? Bro, that's what I say, man. Learn your motherfucking history.
And on every issue, there's compromise.
You are 3/5 of man in the Constitution right now.
And so that's how they
right now.
The 3/5 clause.
Black man. You are 3/5 of the Constitution right now. You're not even a whole human being as far as the government concerned, bro. You walking around here entitled, fussing with the police like you bad and shit. Like if you're gonna do something, do it. But don't be arguing with the motherfuckers and shit like that. Then be out here entitled in the street, fucking with these devils and shit. I'm telling you, bro. They look at you like a piece of shit, dog. I don't give a fuck if you made 50 movies and got $80 million in the bank. They still look at you like that. And motherfuckers out here capping for these holidays and spending money and shit and making these corporations money, man. Why the fuck is we doing that? Okay, yeah. So since they gave y'all Juneteenth, won't y'all motherfucker flip the script on some other shit, man? We just leave this fourth shit alone altogether, man. Y'all niggas out here taking pictures in red, white, and blue clothes and shit, man. Stars and shit on your shit, bro. And they made a sister sew that shit, man. It's blood, sweat, and tears on that flag, bruh. Straight up, bruh. Y'all niggas out here capping for that 4th of July shit, man. That shit make me mad as a motherfucker hearing niggas with this bullshit, bruh. That's why I do things, you know, I don't take my kids out on no holiday shit, do none of that. It's just some shit. It's just some shit that I don't even fuck with, homie, because I know the history. But I'm gonna let this little guy come in. He's on YouTube, man. I found this video, and he tells us why black people shouldn't celebrate this shit. I thought it was kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? But here we go.
4th of July. You buy firecrackers, real hot dog, burgers, ribs, get some potato salad going, got some greens on the stove. All to celebrate the glorious day of American history called Independence Day.
Not!
What is Independence Day? Independence Day is the celebration of independence that the American colonies received after the American Revolution from Great Britain. Now, what race were the American colonies?
What race were the American colonies?
What race were the people that lived in the American colonies? I'll wait.
Me too. Who do you think it was?
Exactly. It was white people that gained their independence. Meanwhile, these same white people that gained their independence from Great Britain had us as slaves, raping our women,
Cutting stuff off of the men.
When they say cutting stuff, they used to cut the black man's dick off. I'm sorry. They used to cut the black man's dick off. in most cases, have sex with the black man in front of his family to emasculate him in front of his family. That's called buck breaking. Man, look that up. See, I ain't gonna go too deep on y'all. You understand? I got to spoon feed y'all, man. I can't get y'all no piece of steak right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got steak on the grill. I got baby food and refrigerator babies. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna let that marinate for a second.
Beating the crap out of us, forcing us to build buildings, including the White House. No, it should have been the...
We built the White House, the National Monument, the obelisk, the white obelisk they got in the middle of the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Black people built that. Black people built all of the architectural, old school architecture in Washington, D.C., bro. When you're looking at the White House, black man built that. So don't think they was out there building no shit like that. You feel me, my nigga? Don't think that. Don't ever think that, man. You know? But I'm gonna keep going.
Black House, what they call it, the White House. Feeding our kids to alligators, breaking up families, forcing us to...
Feed it, yo, y'all never heard about them used to fish alligators with black babies? They used to make postcards. They used to make postcards in Florida, man, with a baby tied up to a tree and an alligator about to get the baby. And they used to have pencil. They got pencil erasers. They got all type of shit, man, down in Florida, man. Look it up, man. They used to fish alligators. So y'all men like wearing alligator shoes, and y'all women like them alligator purses and shit like that. They used to fish for those animals with your babies, with your grandmama's babies, with your grandpa babies, bro. On the real, man. I'm just trying to let y'all know some shit, man. And it's a reason behind why I don't celebrate holidays and shit like that, man. I'm going to tell you. This shit is mad deep, man. This ain't no time to be relaxed. Okay, we getting together with family and doing things like that. But that's where we supposed to strategize and see what the fuck we going to do within this matrix. We ain't supposed to sit around and see who can smoke the most weed and who can drink the most drink and who can eat the most pork, nigga.
Forget our heritage, not allowing us to read. So I'm going to ask again, why do black people celebrate the 4th of July?
I don't know neither. I don't know why black people celebrate this shit, man. It's something that is fucking beyond me, because I don't know. Some of these babies ain't having it. I can't even say everybody doing it. I know some people try to put a twist on it and say, yeah, it's still Juneteenth and all that. But still, you still giving it energy. I'm walking around today like it ain't nothing going on with me. All I'm hearing is motherfucker doing loud shit in the air with firecrackers and shit, you know. And I'm just looking around to see if it's a gun. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust shit, bruh. For real, man. I just don't understand why we do what we do, and we call ourselves woke in this society. You understand? Like, as a grown person, you got to be aware of the news and history. Nowadays, niggas is walking around with knowledge. It ain't enough for niggas right now to tell you that we're the real true Israelites that they talking about in the Bible. It's common knowledge now. It's common knowledge that's our people who built the pyramids. It's common knowledge, man. It's common knowledge where math came from. It's common knowledge where the study of astronomy came from, bro. Bro. If you read and understood this history, man, you will understand why the attacks are very big, man. Because like we like superhumans, man. Like when we do shit, bro, anything that we touch, that's why we are led astray, and we are led down the wrong path all the time. Because with the right direction, with some of these brothers out here in the street, some of these sisters, man, bro, we have a goddamn superhero walking around this motherfucker, man. Motherfuckers can run, jump. I mean, bruh, the sister sometimes got the strength of 5 fucking men. Bruh, hey, man, she don't got to be big. She can just be regular frame. Sister get busy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if we got some more to say.
It make no sense whatsoever to celebrate your oppressor's freedom.
Yeah, Master free, y'all.
Yo, free my master. He ain't do.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Celebration of 4th of July is just the celebration of these motherfuckers getting free from England. And understand, the motherfuckers that got free from England was the motherfuckers they kicked out. They was the garbage. They was the garbage of society in England. They left. It wasn't like it was some God-fearing people that came over here and wanted to start a new world. Nah, man, these motherfuckers was pedophiles, reprobates, sodomites. There was all type of shit coming over here, bruh. Bruh, man, they talking about, then they want to clean up and say that they gave the Indians or the native people blankets. They wasn't that sophisticated. No, the Indians just used the blankets these nasty motherfuckers had. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they get cold, motherfucker Indians say, what is this? You know, I see something. This makes me warm. They put the motherfucker on. Now they sick because they nasty asses wearing it. That's how that went down. They wasn't sophisticated to put smallpox on the mother. I heard that shit, but I don't believe it was that sophisticated. It's just being around those motherfuckers that came from that nasty ass place. You understand?
Interrupt this program. We were still in bondage when they were freed from Great Britain. So you would...
I told y'all, we were still slaves when this shit, and they made a black woman sew the flag, bro. Man, bro, you can imagine what that lady probably went through, man. She ain't do that shit with no labor or love, nigga. They probably smacked her side of the head looking at her and shit when she came in there and wasn't finished at a certain time.
Would think that when slavery was abolished, that we would have had enough self-respect or pride to where we would have made that into our Independence Day instead of celebrating the freedom of Massa from his master.
Instead of celebrating the freedom of Massa from his master.
That's all I'm gonna play of that, man. And that's just what you don't do, man. You don't fucking be worrying about these motherfucking holidays and shit and these rituals and shit like that with these people, man. This ain't your holiday, black man, black woman. This ain't your motherfucking holiday, bruh. This is something. This is the ex-slave master's holiday, bruh. Those nasty ass people ran away from Great Britain. So they could come here, and they ain't want to believe in God. They ain't want to, just something happened. But all the reprobates, that's what they did in Australia too. That's why Australia was a prison planet. Australia's where they sent them dirty motherfuckers when they didn't want them in their country anymore. And that's why Australia turned out to be a country. Because they killed off all the Aborigines, man. Bro, y'all better read that shit, bro. These motherfuckers are highly destructive, bro. They're evil, bro. I'm sorry, but somebody got to fucking say this shit, bro. It is not all the poor ones. It's just these motherfuckers with means and shit. Them the ones calling the shots. Them the evil ones, man. We ain't worried, like I said, we ain't worried about the poor ones, man. Y'all can celebrate 4th of July. That's your people. Celebrate your history. That's your history. If my team won and we good and we slid and we hit home, I'm going to celebrate. I'm like, yeah, we hit home that day. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I don't care if Busy MC don't like that shit, Brett. You know what I'm saying? But that shit, man, is something that I just won't celebrate ever again in my fucking life, man. I stopped celebrating 4th of July for like 10 years now, man. For like about 10, 11 years, I ain't never fuck with that shit. I ain't want to go no cookouts. I don't do none of that shit, bro. I don't even want to get that shit no energy, bro. I don't want to get that shit no energy, y'all. Menos gusto. Hey. Stay off of that bullshit, man. Unplug from the matrix. Motherfuckers don't love y'all, man. Y'all going to these celebrations, man. You know they pay niggas to shoot up spots, man. That's the time we living in. Don't sleep, man. That's why girls be getting hit like 6 times. Then babies be getting hit. Man, y'all stay out of that shit, man. Rest in peace. And rest in power to the great Frederick Douglass. Yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in to Busy MC TV. Well, I'm here to just make you think and reevaluate history and life. You understand what I'm saying, man? Not to be too preachy and shit, man. But we got a responsibility as OGs, man. And I'm going to fulfill mine. Oh, yeah. Wish that we can all get on cold and all get right, man. Do you imagine the possibilities, man? There's no more gang war. There's no more drugs, man. No more brothers killing each other, man. We just turn them the other way. But that's wishful thinking. As long as you got Satan and his goddamn money floating around this motherfucking street, black niggas gonna die. Like Tupac said, money bring bitches, bitches bring lies, motherfucker jealous, motherfucker dies. Bruh. We gotta stay out of the plan, man. Unplug from the matrix, man. If plan won't work, we all just unplug, man. It'll fail, man. Free your motherfucking mind, man. Stop celebrating that dumbass shit, man. And you know the only holiday I probably would smack me a nigga if I catch that nigga on St. Patrick's Day with a green motherfucker suit on. Black man, stay out of that shit, man. Peace, man.